will be followed by Mr. Melissa Scott. Okay, under the rules of council, only one person at the podium at a time, please. If you'll take your seats except for the speakers.
So, good morning. My name is Sally Clark, and I'm here to talk about a handout that you all have in front of you, which is labeled Houston City Council Meeting, North Eldridge Parkway Safety. There's a growing concern over the safety issues of North Eldridge. If you're familiar with North Eldridge, it runs between I-10 and 290, and there's the stretch that we're looking to discuss with you is a 1-mile stretch between I-10 and Clay Road. The conditions on that road make it unfavorable for drivers. It is unsafe. If you'll turn to page 2, I'd like to talk to you about the data that we've collected from TxDOT, which reveals what we're here for, which shows that the number of vehicles that have been involved in fatal accidents is 30 vehicles, but that number is much higher when you think about fatalities, because there could have been 1, 2, or 3, even 4 people in each of those vehicles. And this is over a 1-mile stretch between I-10 and Clay Road. The number of vehicles that have been involved in serious accidents resulting in serious injuries is 208. That's just vehicles. That doesn't account for the number of people that have been in those cars. Now, I have no connection to the people that have been involved in these accidents or fatalities. I am a homeowner in the area that drives that piece every day, and I work in the energy corridor, and I stand up every day just like I'm standing up in front of you, and I deliver safety briefings at the major oil companies. And without me starting them, I ask people, what are some things that you'd like to help you be safer both inside and outside of work? And the number one thing that comes up at the major oil companies is that they want to be safer on the roads. And North Eldridge comes up time and time again. And so no longer do I ask them, now I put it out there. How many of you feel safe driving down North Eldridge? And many people raise their hands and say, no, I don't feel safe because of the road conditions. We have reached out to state representatives. I want to name off who we've reached out to. Bill Caligari, Gary Elkins. We've reached out to Steve Raddick, all of which have called me back and have agreed that something needs to be done. In fact, Steve Raddick said, if the city council will turn it over to me, I'll make something happen. We reached out to Helena Brown's office, which you all have responded, but we're running into bottlenecks, and that's what we're here for, is to ask your support. We need to do something about a 1-mile stretch, and Melissa Scott's going to talk about some of the options. Our bottlenecks result from Public Works. We have been reaching out to them over the past couple of years, and we have finally gotten calls over the last couple of days because they know that we're finally here. We reached out to the CEO at ConocoPhillips. They too all agree that something needs to be done, so that's what we're here for. The letters I've written.
Thank you, Ms. Hammond.
Thank you.
One moment. Councilmember Noriega.
Yes.
I need to ask 2 questions, and I'll run out of time if we take too long, but I need a more clear understanding of what the hazard really is. It's the center, people are coming across, they're drifting across.
Thank you. The hazard is it's 4 lanes, 2 lanes going right at each other, sort of like
And
Memorial
all it's
Drive.
got down the middle is
All it has is a
stripe.
10-inch yellow stripe.
Okay, I got it.
And it has a curve.
All right, so there really is, you can't get up out of the way. I need to ask the administration a second question. Is this our road or is there multiple jurisdictions here? Most of the time, roads are all over the place and different people have different pieces of them, so I need to know that too.
Thank you.
Councilmember, it is our road. Public Works has been reviewing the situation out there. The primary contributing factors have been speed and failure to maintain a single lane, which means that people are maybe crossing lanes without proper signaling or drifting. So they're looking at that. They have reached out to Centerpoint to commit to install electric power. They haven't committed to a timeline. We have a signal installation scheduled for April, and so pending availability of electric power. So we are aware of it. I think some of the council members want to engage. So is that your last question?
Those are my questions, and then I'll listen to everyone else. I may weigh in a little bit later. Thank you.
Councilmember Brown.
I believe there's also a matter of how much right of way we have in that area. So can we expand, can we put in a little bit of a median? Like that?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the additional right of way or with the measurements or anything like that, but Gary Norman is here. I asked him yesterday after talking to Ms. Herrera, whom I know, to please engage and make sure that we're trying to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Not sure, what could really be done, don't wanna overpromise something, but at least we could all be on the same page and talking about the issues of it.
And Melissa Scott's gonna talk about the options